Welcome to the Quality Under Pressure podcast, a podcast that reminds you that a conversation is still a beautiful thing. My name is Min. This is kind of a special episode because Dean and I just saw Aquaman, a special early screening of it. And so Dawson is actually joining us via Google Hangout. So if he sounds a little weird, that's why. But Dean and I just got back from Aquaman. Dean, initial thoughts, general thoughts.
This is actually the first DC film that I've seen in that general universe. I've seen all the Marvel ones, so compared to those, this one didn't really get me that excited. If I had to give it a rating out of 10, maybe a 5.
Nice. What did you give it, Dawson, out of 10?
I don't know. When I first saw it, I left feeling very underwhelmed. So, I mean, my first jump at it was probably like a 6.5.
6.5? Wow, this is crazy. This is crazy. Because actually, you're probably the most generous movie watcher out of the three of us, don't you think?
Yeah, I would say it doesn't take much to make me happy in a movie theater.
But you're sort of like, you go to movies and you don't really care. I mean, you're interested in the production side of it, but you're more of like an escapism thing happening, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, when I see movies with you, it's different because I appreciate where you come from when you watch it all. But for me, I mean, I like getting away and turning my brain off.
Yep.
But the older I get, some movies I want more.
Yeah.
I want something a little bit different. Mm-hmm. And this one just didn't do it for me.
Yeah.
It was just too much crammed into 2.5 hours.
Right.
Which I don't know how that's possible.
Yeah. You gave it a 6.5?
Yeah.
Dean, you gave it a 5?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I gave it a 6.7, but I went in with like super low expectations.
So Dawson, have you seen the other DC movies? Justice League, Batman, Superman? Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen them all.
How was Justice League?
Justice League was a CGI clusterfuck. It was just, there wasn't enough character building. I don't really know enough about the Flash, and I don't know. I mean, Wonder Woman, she had her own movie, but I don't know. DC doesn't do it for me.
How much Aquaman is in Justice League?
Probably. I mean, he's there towards the big battle at the end, and he's a big character there, but he doesn't have a ton of character building. I don't know, probably before that, maybe 10 minutes. Yeah,
that's not surprising. Both the things that you said, that it's just the CGI clusterfuck. There's actually like no lead up, because like when we were leaving this film, I was asking Dean, like, where did this clan come from? Where did this clan come from? I had no idea.
Did Wonder Woman come out before or after Justice League?
Before, right?
I want to say it was before.
Yeah.
Before, okay. Yeah, because it seems like they're almost doing this backwards with, having Aquaman's movie come out after Justice League.
Yeah, because they're just trying to play catch up with Marvel.
Yeah.
And it almost feels like a cash grab, but if they just sat down and did it right, they could make 5 times as much.
Right. Mm-hmm. Did you see it in 3D?
No, it was IMAX.
Oh. But it wasn't 3D for you?
No.
We saw it in 3D, which kind of pisses me off. I don't know if you still like 3D or not, but I just think it's such a fad. It's such a gimmick.
Yeah, for me, I look at 3D as like, it was super cool when we saw Avatar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was different. There didn't feel like there was the corny, like, I'm going to throw something at the screen.
Right.
So, I mean, yeah, for me, I liked that. The 3D where it makes it more of a, like Avatar where it's the actual world.
Yep.
I don't care about the stuff getting thrown at the screen.
Yeah, it just added, there was a lot of like corny things happening in this movie, and that just added to the cringiness.
Yeah, there was a lot of, just for me right off the bat too, like there's some really cringeworthy lines.
Oh.
Like the whole first scene with the sub completely set up the rest of the movie to be bad for me. Like all of a sudden, I didn't know Aquaman was bulletproof. I didn't know he was explosion proof. He drops in, he's like, permission to come aboard.
Yeah.
No, you just ripped the door off.
Yeah, once he said that, I was like, all right, it's going to be this kind of movie.
Dean legit laughed when he said that line.
Yeah. Well, and then I'm looking at it too as like, okay, let's get all these Russian off this perfectly functioning sub onto these 5 life rafts, and then let's put Aquaman at hypersonic speed.
Yeah.
Like, just use the sub. You're just gonna let that sit there?
Yeah.
Put nukes on it.
Also, I think we should have prefaced this episode, no spoiler alert, so we got to try to do that. I'll just edit it out if we actually accidentally slip a spoiler. But yeah, exactly. Like, that's one thing that I wanted to talk about, too. I can do fantasy movies. Like, it's not that I hated Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit or other sort of fantasy worlds. The DC universe is not grounded in anything. Where it's like Marvel, it's like, okay, there are superheroes, there's the cosmos, people are coming, and there's these superpowers, but it feels like it's based on Earth and in space. I don't know what alternate universe the DC universe is based on.
Does DC have a Stan Lee that's creating all of these characters, like Stan Lee was to Marvel, or is it just different people?
I think so, but I'm not big on the comic side.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think his name's like Jim
Lee Stan.
Yeah.
Loser
Jim
Mick
Lee.
Loserson.
Yeah. I don't know. But I think the connection part is that Marvel is based in real cities.
Yeah.
San Francisco, New York, and that ties together with like the multiverse where there's everything's possible. I don't know that DC has that so much.
Isn't Gotham supposed to be loosely based off of New York?
Well, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But that's where the disconnect is again, because we can have a place like DC or Gotham, and anything can happen, but it doesn't feel as real. But if it's all of a sudden, oh my God, the Avengers just destroyed New York, what are we gonna do?
Right. Yeah.
Marvel.
Yeah, DC's just isn't grounded in anything. And Dean and I, when we got into the studio, we were talking about the physics of what we see on screen. Dean, what was the physical thing that bugged you the most?
Oh, it's just whenever they were underwater, and the characters that had long hair, I would just fixate on their hair just moving in the water back and forth. It was kind of just distracting.
I mean, that was kind of a cool visual effect, but they also did the same thing with audio.
Yeah.
Like it was more muffled. Like,
Did you like that?
no, not at all.
Yeah. I don't think I like that either.
And same thing with like, I mean, I'm getting a little nitpicky, but like Amber Heard's hair was so red.
Yeah.
It's just over the top. I just felt like it was almost like, hey, let's make like a Little Mermaid character.
Right.
Dude, that's what I was thinking.
I was thinking she looked just like Ariel, yeah.
Yeah. Also, not only was it so red, but it was so CGI. So it's just like it just removed you from any like realism.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. I wanted more because I felt like this could have been something really cool, and it was just a movie. It wasn't great.
Right. Right. Even just the swim physics and all of that. It's just like I don't like. There's nothing. It can be fantasy. It can be fake, but I just need just a small thing to like ground it to. And I just don't know. I just don't know with DC.
Or even take like the Lord of the Rings approach, where before we see them set off the adventure, we kind of see the 7 realms and how they work together.
Yeah.
Like you said, I don't know these crab. All of a sudden, they're fighting against crab people.
Yes, that's exactly what I said, dude.
And I don't know. And then the over-the-top research guy who is just,
Yeah, that one king? Are you talking about? Yes. That's, oh my God, that's exactly like the two things that I had to ask Dean. I was like, did I miss something, or did they not set any of this up?
No, they did a really terrible job at just the whole thing.
Yeah. Can we talk about the acting? Did you guys like the acting, the actors, the actresses? What did you guys think about that?
For me, I think Jason Momoa's got a really big career ahead of him.
Jason Mimosa?
Jason Mimosa. He's a tall drink of champagne and orange juice. I think he's got stuff going down the road in other movies, like very similar, like The Rock.
Yeah.
Obviously, big dude, jacked. He's got Samoan. It's great. Everybody loves it. So I think that's coming. But I don't know. William Dafoe. He's just seemed creepy.
Yep.
The owl from Watchmen.
What's the dude's name? The actor?
Patrick Wilson.
Yeah.
Patrick Wilson. Yeah. I mean, I was like, hey, that's the guy from Watchmen.
Yep.
The whole time, and same thing. Like he looked so make-upped up.
Yeah.
So they CGI'd him. I don't know. I think.
Do you both? Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm just saying he didn't look. It just looked weird.
Yeah. Do you guys both know Jason Mimosa before this? Because I don't watch Game of Thrones, so I don't know him.
Yeah, I mean that's what I knew him from.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was also in a Conan the Barbarian movie.
Oh, really?
Naturally.
Yeah. And then I think he did. He has a Netflix TV show called Frontier.
Okay.
That I've heard is pretty good. But
can we talk about how? Well, I thought coming into the movie, I thought he was just going to be huge, but this guy was lean, huge.
Oh yeah.
You see how like tiny his stomach was?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's definitely. It didn't feel like superhero-y, I guess. I don't know why.
Are those his actual tattoos? Also?
No.
I heard on an interview where they were talking about like who had the worst like makeup and who had the like worst outfit. I heard them saying like Amber Heard had the worst outfit because it was just like this corset, push-up bra. She had to wear heels, so it sucked for her that way. But they were saying Patrick Wilson and Amber Heard were saying they would leave the makeup room, and Jason Momoa would still be there for hours.
I just feel like they should have a better solution for that. They have a tattoo that lasts 2 weeks and do it once.
Right. But I agree. I think he pulled it off well. I got kind of sort of cringy because he's sort of this like anti-authority character. By the end of the movie, I guess maybe that's him completing his transformation too. He was like talking like he was like from Lord of the Rings. Where in the first half of the movie, he's like, kick ass and drink beer.
It just happened all way too quickly, that transformation.
That's probably what was jarring to me.
Very abrupt.
So I thought he did an okay job. Nicole Kidman she's obviously CGI'd in that movie though, right?
Oh yeah, gotta be.
How old is she?
50s?
She's gotta be, yeah.
Yeah, 50s?
Probably mid-50s now.
Yeah, and that's not me trying to say like she's not a beautiful woman, but
right.
I mean, she looked like she was like 27 in that movie.
Yeah. I'm also going to say, too, it just popped in my head. I was thinking back to like just how it feels like they crammed like 5 different storylines from different movies into this.
Yeah.
Like there was the adventure of like Pirates of the Caribbean. You got to go find the treasure. And then there was the monster from the Halo series, like the Flood with that giant, I just feel like they just were unoriginal.
Yeah.
Took it.
So you didn't like Willem Dafoe?
I don't know. I don't know that I've ever liked Willem Dafoe. He just feels so creepy to me.
I mean, he is, but I thought he did a good job in the movie.
Yeah, I guess.
I just don't see him as a good guy.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's interesting. Can we talk about Amber Heard?
Yeah, I guess.
She's
not very good of an actress.
But I know she's been in like whatever, like back in the day, like Maxim Top 100 or whatever. I'm pretty sure she was like in top 10 list, wasn't she?
I mean, she has to be. She's very beautiful.
Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah.
If this movie doesn't shoot her back into those top 10 lists, I don't know. She is next level, dude.
Yeah, I mean, she's probably gonna shoot into all the top 10 lists.
Yeah, good for her, man.
Yeah.
Fire away, guys.
Also, it's weird to me to think like she dated Elon Musk. How did that come about? Like, I don't know. That's kind of what I want to go home and Google. Like, how did Elon Musk meet Amber Heard?
Excuse me, miss, have you seen $1 billion?
Do you want a free Tesla?
I can drive you home.
From my smartphone.
Yeah, her makeup was always perfect, even though she was underwater 90% of the time. Yeah,
I don't think she was that bad. I mean, I didn't have any expectations from her, but I think she did what she had to do. I mean, these movies, you're in front of a green screen and you're not really you're just like doing spins and you just have to make an expression. She wasn't that bad in that regard.
Yeah, and that's got to be so tough too, just acting in front of a green screen like that for the entire movie. Yeah.
I hope she plays like more. After this, I hope she like plays a Disney princess in one of those live action films.
Yeah.
I feel like she'd be good.
100%.
Yeah, I feel like she'd be super good at that. But isn't she sort of like alternative in real life?
I don't know too much about her. I really didn't even know who she was before this movie.
Oh, that's why you never.
I've heard the name, but it didn't do much for me.
That's why you never took my Amber Heard comment seriously.
Right.
Jackass.
Yeah, I know.
Can we talk about the music a little bit? Did you guys like the music?
No.
No.
No, me neither.
No.
Me neither. I didn't think it was appropriate.
Choice
of music for a lot of those scenes.
Yeah, I feel like he should have had more of that southern rock, like Gary Clark Jr. type of music in this, just with his Moore being a badass.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden they're in a airplane going to the desert, and they've got Pitbull doing his version of
Oh yeah,
Toto's Africa, and I'm like, this is the worst song I've ever heard in my life.
That was.
I think Dean actually laughed at that part.
I did, yeah, I did. That was just so cheesy. Yeah.
Now, Dean, I'll ask you: did you think you were going to laugh this much going into a superhero movie?
I did because a lot of the Marvel movies, make me laugh too, and
on purpose.
Yeah, on purpose. And I thought they'd take a lighthearted approach to this too, but I didn't think I'd laugh at just certain things.
Did you guys laugh at any moments you were supposed to laugh? Oh, I did. I did when they're at the bar and those dudes. I'm not gonna say because it kind of gives away the punchline, but when they're at the bar, and Jason Momoa has a line where he says, "Don't touch me." I thought that the timing was really good on that.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. There's a couple moments where it was good, and there were also too. As much as I'm going to rip on how I didn't like it, there were still some moments in that were pretty badass, and I was like, all right, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, exactly. But I thought at the beginning of the movie, I went in with low expectations, but there was a glimmer of hope when they played Sigur Rós. I was like, wait, like they're gonna incorporate like good music into this. So I held my breath for a second there. I don't think the music. This is so weird that you guys are harder on this movie than I am. I don't think the music was a total failure because I love Daft Punk when they did Tron, and there were some moments where when they were underwater, it had this really Tron Daft Punk feel to it. It also made me think of Thrice's like Element compilation when they did the Water album. I thought that some of the sounds while they were underwater were actually pretty good.
Yeah, I guess. I just feel like I think I was kind of out of it from the beginning.
Yeah, I could give you to that. Some of the battle scenes too. They played some pretty epic music, which is pretty fitting, but I don't know.
Also, one thing that I don't hate about my man Zack Snyder is his time remapping when he does the fight scenes where it goes like super fast and then it's just like slow motion for like one strike. Like, for me, when there's fight scenes happening, that still works for me.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's cool because it gives you that more of like just that moment to soak it all in.
Yeah,
he picks the really good moments to do that.
Yep, I totally agree with that. Yeah. I also wanted to talk about how BS, like these people have superpowers, they have all this tech, but they still got to ride around on animals. Like, why do you have to abuse animals still in that world?
Well, I mean, it was like a mix of animals and machines because they had like those fake stingray machines.
Well, then just make more machines.
Yeah, I guess. Resources are tough underwater.
Yeah, sometimes.
Especially when we're pooping into the oceans.
Yeah, it's kind of a PSA for pollution too.
You think Donald Trump's gonna like this movie?
He's gonna think it's fake.
It's fake news. But again, the fight scenes, like, yeah, I agree. It worked a couple times. I really like the fight scene where Jason Momoa and Amber Heard are running away in Italy. There were a couple of really cool shots where I think Momoa was in the foreground, and then when the fight scene was going to shift to the other storyline, you saw Amber Heard in the background, and then like the camera racked its focus and like zoomed in on her being chased. Like there were a couple of really cool shots happening.
See, but that's another one that I feel like I've already seen.
Sure.
And I feel like that was from like Call of Duty or
James Bond.
Oh yeah, every James Bond movie has a rooftop chase.
Yeah. Especially when it was going back and forth like that. I feel like I've already seen that, and I can't put my finger on where they took that from.
Yeah. What bothered me, I thought it was a cool scene too, but some things that bothered me with that was when you could see Amber Heard running, and at times you could tell she was not running fast at all. At all.
Trying to tell me she's not athletic?
No. Well, it's just like, I mean, you're being chased. You run a little faster than that. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this is going to give away too much. Let me know if you think it does. I'll edit it out. But the pirate dude, did you take his outfit seriously?
No. It
was a mascot, dude.
It almost seemed like they were trying to build him up as a protagonist at one point too, during his little montage scene when he's like working with the tech and everything, and they're being lighthearted with it.
Yeah.
They're like trying to make you like feel sympathetic for him.
You don't see Marvel seeing Thanos in his secret lair all of a sudden bumping Britney Spears and putting together his gauntlet. You don't see that.
Yeah.
Like,
also, Marvel doesn't make mistakes like that. You know, it's just like Thanos he's not just a villain. He's complicated. Right. I mean, he's the antagonist, obviously, of that universe, but he's complicated. Like, people can sort of see his side. They just don't make mistakes like DC does.
And the other side of it, too, is all of a sudden they give him these super weapons, but he still goes back to his pocket knife that is dead. that little piece of crap blade and that all of a sudden can stab now, but he couldn't stab before.
Dude, I know. I thought it was gonna have some sort of special prop when he actually hits Jason Momoa with it. I was like, like this guy maybe was a part of Atlantis or something.
Yeah.
And I thought he was gonna be the main villain from this whole movie.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna be the thing but he was in the movie for 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's like they don't set up certain characters in this movie, and they set that dude up, and he doesn't do shit.
No, besides get his ass kicked.
Yeah, he's almost like he's in there for comic relief or something.
Yeah, he's just a complete distraction.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, I wanted to keep this short, but is there more DC movies that you guys are looking forward to?
Honestly, I don't even know if they're gonna. They might not even make more. They might start over and do it again.
Isn't Affleck and Henry Cavill out?
I think they both are out and done.
Yeah.
They keep pushing the Flash movie back and back and back.
Oh God.
So, and they're not going to use the kid from the Flash TV show. They're going to use the guy from the last movie, which I guess makes sense. But that's another inconsistency. We've got different characters from TV shows.
Oh,
and
that's
movies,
right.
and different storylines, and so
That's
Wonder
right.
Woman 2 is supposed to be coming, but I don't know if that one got pushed back too, even though it was successful.
Yeah, that's probably been the most successful one out of all the current ones, probably, right, for DC.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's the only film giving people hope.
Yeah.
But they're supposed to be doing 2 different Joker movies in the Batman world. There's gonna be a Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie,
right.
and there's gonna be a what's his name? Jared Leto.
Oh, he's getting his own spin-off?
Yep. So they're doing 2 of those.
Is the Joaquin? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just saying, is the Joaquin Phoenix one supposed to be part of the same universe?
Can't be.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It can't. I mean,
I feel like it can't be either. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're going to do that as a standalone to show, hey, we do this in the comic books. We can do it in movies too.
Right.
But then the casual people like me, we're going to get confused.
Yeah, they're doing it all wrong. I think Margot Robbie's getting her own Harley Quinn movie too, right?
But she's not by herself. It's going to be like an ensemble of evil Batman villainesses.
Okay, cool.
So there's going to be that, and then they're talking about doing. There's a Shazam. That one's coming out in a couple months.
Yeah.
We saw the trailer.
We saw a trailer for it. Yeah.
That looks okay. I mean, it might be kind of fun. Maybe kind of like a Deadpool-ish movie.
Yeah.
But
as long as it's it sticks to comedy. Otherwise, I feel the trailer just put it on a platform of cringiness. Mm-hmm. It could definitely make me walk out of a theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would just say DC, take a step back and try it again.
Yeah, check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Yeah, they're just trying to play catch up, and it's hurting them.
Are you looking forward to any other movies, Dow?
I'm gonna go see the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse this week.
Oh, nice.
That's gotten really good reviews. I'm behind. I haven't seen Creed 2, but then you've got the Marvel seasons right around the corner. That I'm excited for all those that are coming in the next 6 months.
Yeah, I don't have anything on my radar other than Tarantino is coming out in the summer, I think.
That's the
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing on my radar. Dean?
Yeah, I mean, other than the new Avengers, Captain Marvel, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I don't even know what else is coming out.
Yeah.
I'm so out of touch these days. Yeah.
Have you seen the Godzilla trailer?
Oh, yeah, we saw that today, too. Actually, that looks pretty cool.
How big are these monsters now?
Super big. And that's why Godzilla is not going to do it by himself. He needs help.
What was the other one? King Kong, right?
Yeah, but I feel like King Kong, we're tangenting here, but I feel like King Kong is going to come in at the end and help save the day.
Yeah.
And that's going to set up a movie down the road.
Cross over, right?
Fight.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
I almost felt like King Kong was going to pop up in Aquaman at the end. Because some of those beasts are just so big. Do you think Ant-Man is going to save the day? Do you think Ant-Man's going to kill Thanos or Captain Marvel is going to kill Thanos?
I don't know. Captain Marvel is supposed to be the strongest character out of everything.
Yep.
but then Ant-Man could shrink and go inside of his head and expand until he blows up. So who knows?
Yeah, it's gonna be weird, especially with these actor contracts winding down. I feel like it's gonna be pretty dramatic to watch, like Chris Evans die.
Yeah, we're gonna get probably 2 or 3 deaths out of this series to set up for the next 10 years of movies.
Yeah, just not having Robert Downey as Tony Stark is gonna be pretty weird.
I feel like he's still gonna pop in though in other movies. I don't think he's gonna die.
And like, oh really?
I don't think he's gonna die.
Not even flashback form. He's gonna be the actual person.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna do something to keep him making cameos in like the Spider-Man movie, or even if it's like he finds a way to reprogram himself to be a computer.
Yeah,
so he doesn't like how he did with Jarvis.
Yeah, I feel like him and Captain America. I don't think they're gonna kill them off, but maybe they'll just disappear and retire.
I got a feeling Captain America is gonna die.
Yeah,
because he dies in the comic books.
I feel like Cap's gonna die too. And hearing how Chris Evans talks about his contract with that franchise, I really think he's not gonna re-up, and so the only choice that they have is to write him out that way.
Right, and then in the storyline, somebody else picks it up, whether it's the Winter Soldier or the Falcon, or somebody else will be Captain America, and that'll continue that character along.
Cool. I'm excited to do more of these. We should go catch some more movies ahead of time, and we'll try to do more of these reviews then.
I like it. It was fun.
All right, my dude. You get to sleep because you have to go to work in the morning.
Okay.
All right, bro.
Bye, Dawson.
I'll catch you later, dude.
See you guys.
Remember to catch Quality Under Pressure on Twitter at Quap Podcast. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Quality Under Pressure.